A theory of youth-adult partnerships is when youth and adults are working together authentically, and they're working together, all seats are at the table. The young people and the Lions are at the table working together not only on decision-making, but every factor that is involved. So this video is going to show you a little snippet of the Lions and Leos working together in our last committee meeting 2 weeks ago.
We are fresh. We organize, we lead, we're passionate.
We think global, but we act local.
I work in the automotive industry.
I'm pursuing a business.
I'm a banker.
I'm a youth consultant for my Prime Minister.
Young people are passionate about a variety of issues. To reach that 200 million, we need more young people that have this fire in their belly to go out and serve their community.
Young leaders are going to be the key for our success, for our future.
We bring fresh ideas to the table.
We can get things done very quickly.
They don't talk long about things, they just discuss it and they want to achieve it.
If we have the right opportunities, we take them on and we champion them.
That's what we are able to deliver.
We have to open up because we can learn so much from them. What they do with social media, we can even dream of.
They bring vibrancy, they bring new energy. They are ready to take on any responsibility.
I have seen in the brainstorm session the power of we.
We socializing with people who are like-minded.
Oh, you know what? That's a good one. Socialize.
To learn new skills.
Family obligations.
You have all these ideas collecting together, and then all of a sudden there is a way open to do things differently.
Well, we just wanted to present this new idea. There would be kind of ad hoc courses that you could always pop in and take.
I think it should be very valuable, especially if it's connected to some sort of like university.
Young people bring an innovation dynamic in the picture.
Interest, a service versus fundraising.
If you include young people, and you also include more experienced people in the planning process, that is we, right? Because it represents everyone.
We realize that we need these young people.
If younger people would be involved into decision making, it would open up the Lions a lot. People and young adults will see that this organization stands for young people.
Bringing young leaders to the table means that you give them a voice.
We cannot have anyone else speak on our behalf other than ourselves.
And that makes it possible to, as an organization, grow, and we would be able to serve more people.
Together, we will be able to make things greater.
So real quickly, as I watched how did that make you feel to see that? To see Lions and Leos at the table like that? It's pretty exciting, isn't it? Isn't it? And I wanted to steal something from the presentation on the forum, from the Leo forum that was shown. The slogan, engage, enrich, empower. And that's exactly what we need to do. We need to engage the youth. We need to enrich them with resources and tools, and then we need to empower them through funding, through partnerships, through NGO partnerships, through community partnerships to get out there and serve their communities. And I know we're going to have a panel discussion coming up next. So if there's any questions you have for me, you could bring them up there, and I will be here for the next for the next day, and would love to speak to all of you if you have any comments. The one thing I do want to do, as I was talking about my daughters, is I always try to, when I'm in a group of young people, I always try to take a selfie with everybody. So if everybody could get together in the middle there, and I'll snap a quick photo, and then we'll move on to probably the panel discussion. Thank you so much. Stand up real quick. Selfie. I got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us thank the GST Department Manager, Michael Di Maria, for speaking on the topic of integration of youth and LEOs into the LCI Global Service Framework. I think he has given us a very, very good presentation and see how we can integrate ourselves together with the Lions in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, let us thank Michael Di Maria once again. Let us give him another round of applause. Moving on with the next session, we'll be having a panel discussion on youth engagement into our Lions organization. Our moderator for this panel session is past Council Chairperson Sean Lee and also Leo Dr. Wong Zi Cheng. Let us also invite the panelists. Firstly, we have GST Department Manager Michael Di Maria. Please come forward for the panel discussion. Next, we have Van Lim. Can you please come forward too? Next, we would like to invite Leo Bobby. Can you please come forward too? The next one, we would like to invite Leo Timothy Chan. Can you please come forward as well? And finally, let us invite past District Governor Chang Lu Chang to the forward for the final panelists of this panel discussion.
Okay, very good afternoon to everyone. Just now we have gone through the OCU Leo Forum report presentation. Then we heard from Michael on what the Lions Club International is trying to do to engage the youth. So now we come to the very interesting session of panel discussion on youth engagement into the Lions Club International. We have our panelists here, which is made up of both Leos as well as Lions, so that we can have balanced out opinion and a balanced out feedback on how actually we can move forward in this session. Allow me to introduce again. We have LCI GST Department Manager Michael Di Maria with us. We have Leo Club Program Advisory Panelist for Constitutional Area 5, Bobby. We have District Governor Zhang with us. Then we have Van Lim with us. She is the club charter president for Lions Club. Then we have District President from District 303 Leo District, Hong Kong. We have Timothy Chan. Okay, the entire session will be around 25 to 30 minutes. I will ask the panelists a few questions, then I will open it to the floor if you have any questions to ask. Maybe I should start with the Leos. Perhaps we can ask our Leos to share with us any sweet memories they have with the Lions Club that has keep them in the Lions Club till this day, till this level. Maybe you can ask Bobby to share with us first.
I'm a Leo for 10 years till today. So I started from Alpha, which is the age group of 12 to 17 to 18, and then move on to Omega Leos. So when I just started, it was actually in a school base, and my seniors, they actually motivated me to go in. That time I still remember is actually they're having a fundraising for Mooncake Festival. So it's also the Mid-Autumn Festival, and I joined for their events. I see the fellowship in them, so that actually keeps me move on until my age of 17, and then I move on to Singapore and I chartered a club there I was a chartered member. Till then, I moved on to the international level in 20 years old when I was studying in Switzerland. I contacted the Leos and Lions there. So because I wanted to serve in a different country, as I'll be there for like 3 years, so I don't want to waste the time besides studying and like doing nothing. So I started my international conventions path until today, and for me, I feel that when you become a Omega Leo, you have to go out to see more things, because you can't keep yourself in the comfort zone, just in your area. As an Omega Leo, you have the opportunity to go out. And that keeps me until today, the friendships, and also besides that, doing service as well. For me, I will actually assist my juniors when they need help. So the French, for me, I like traveling, so I travel a lot and meet a lot of people, and until today, I have the opportunity to serve as a Leo advisory panelist. I would like to actually get all the contacts from different areas to pass on to my juniors, all that, and for my area, if they would like to go overseas, they like the contacts, all that, they can actually get it from me. I would be very happy to share with them. So wherever they go, there'll be Leos and Lions to help you, and yeah, you can make friends all around the world. Thank you,
Bobby. May I have an interruption? May I announce the arrival of First Vice International President, President Gudrun. And also past International Director, Teresa Mann. Past International Director, Patty Hill, all the way from Canada. Past International Director, Brian Sheehan from America. Since we have our first Vice President, Gudrun, here, we will have a pleasure to invite Vice President to have a few words. Please.
Good afternoon, dear friends, Leos and Lions. Good afternoon. I'm glad to see how many you are here in this room today. I'm really pleased. It's my pleasure and honor to be with you, the young people. The reason for my late arrival to this seminar is because there was another seminar about women in Lionism, because we are trying to increase the number of women. But here also we are trying to increase the number of young people in Lions. And we really want to listen to your voices. You are so important for us because of your fresh and young ideas that will develop our association in a very positive way. So we are celebrating 60 years of Leos. That's 60 years of Leos. December the 5th. 60 years of Leos in our organization, but we are also celebrating 30 years of women in Lions. And of course, 100 years of Lions Clubs International. So there's a lot to celebrate. And as you may know, we are discussing at the moment how we can integrate Leos into our Lions Clubs, how we can have more members, young members, because we realize we need to listen to your young voices. We are getting older in our association. We are not so ready to change, but you are. You are not hesitant to change. And you are ready to travel the world like Leo Bobby. About exactly a year ago, he was in Iceland. He came there to see the Northern Lights, and he visited me and my family at the same time. And I have seen Leo Bobby, and I see so many Leos all around the world attending conventions and forums. And that's important, to use these opportunities to get to know people around the world, to be more international, to realize how strong we are internationally, or learn about all our different cultures and our different service projects. Leos are doing other things than lions because you are young. You are identifying different needs. And depends on the culture where you are, what we do. We always serve the people in our community the way they need. And it was interesting. I was in India last week, as a lot of the board members here today, and they were introducing the diabetes. I would like you to listen carefully to this. They were introducing their new diabetes programs in India. And they introduced it in the way that the lions were giving the Indian women equal opportunities, equal access to the healthcare. So people around the world don't all have equal access to healthcare. And last month, I was at the Europa Forum in Switzerland, or 1.5 months ago or so. No, Leo Forum in Netherlands. I was also at the Lions Europa Forum in Switzerland, where we had the Lions Day with the United Nations. And there, a young Leo introduced the diabetes program because the theme of the Lions Day with the United Nations, the day before the forum, was all about diabetes. And there was a Leo that spoke, and the Leo was the star of all the United Nations Day. Everybody could listen because he told how young people see the diabetes programs, how young people can identify the diabetes, how they can support other young people with diabetes. So it's interesting hearing lions in different places of the world talking about their groups, their culture, their needs. So yes, of course, Bobby, we also met in the Netherlands at the Leo Forum. We were there, and there were many programs that Leos from Europe and from around the world were doing at the Leo Forum in the Netherlands, especially to help children with challenges. And I think the Leos of the world are very much focusing on children and young people because they know exactly the needs and they know exactly how to address the needs. So in just a few days before that Leo Forum, Bobby, in the Netherlands, I was in New York at the Leo Forum, the first ever USA-Canada Leo Leadership Forum. And they also had a day at the United Nations. And their main thing there was the gender equality. So how we Lions are supporting United Nations Sustainable Goals to reach the goals of gender equality. For example, giving women and girls equal access to healthcare, education, and such. So it all comes together. It's one big circle. We always meet again. And I was very proud that the Leos of USA Canada were meeting for the first time, and they are going to do it annually after this, and they will really would like to work with Leos around the world. So you could expect the Leos from around the world to be connecting with you, because that's a new idea, to have a bigger network of Leos around the world. And one of it might be through webinars. There are many opportunities, and we have an ad hoc committee working on these Leo themes, the Leo goals, and young lions. So you will hear all about it in the next convention in Vegas. A lot of things, new things will happen soon in Vegas. Lions Clubs International are developing so many new things for the future, because we are entering the our second century. We will be forward thinking. We will be focusing on the future. And you are our future. You really do a good job, and I encourage you to go on, to keep up the good work you're doing. Thank you so much for having this seminar today, so you can meet and mingle and share your ideas and goal and success stories. I wish you very, very good luck. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Vice President. photographer may stand here, we take a group photo, just like this. You want to move, then we will take photo together with them. All the panelists, you sit over there. Okay, also I would like to recognize the past International Director, Melvin Chambers from Canada. And past International Director, John Bjarni from Iceland. Also the spouse of Vice President. And International Director, Dr. Naga.